other things here. He's going to come with a showman strike. This is a kind of a sword and grid. Okay, now we're just doing that, and we unseparate. Now, what that means is that I see him, I react. There's already a kind of, when you find your own center, you start to include your partner in what you call your vibrational field. So when he's coming in, boom, say this. Huh? Okay, come on in. Stay loose and easy. Learning the techniques is important, it's fun. But we're also working on ourselves. We're interior. Wide angle lens, not. Right? Now, if he's coming in this direction, I'm going to. All I'm doing. Okay. Blending with him. I can't blend with him when I'm reacting to him. Okay, so you tend to see heavy body movements. Why don't you hold this for me? Why don't you give it to me? Okay. And so if he's coming in, then it's gotta be loose to do the sword. That's floppy. The sword is a metaphor. It gets past your body part moving, but okay. Now what we're going to do a little bit right here. We have been stressing the Shiho Nage movement. You'd be surprised if you're a black belt. And I watch in class, because I've been teaching this group. Number of black belts that still swing the arms. It's different than the hip and the arm moving. And what is that motion? Okay. Here, boom. Here, boom, boom. Here, the arm swing. Boom, boom, boom. We were to drop. Boom, 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 boom. And I could go here, boom. Cover the face, turn around, boom. Shiho Nage a lot of times isn't explained in terms of the spears, mainly, okay, so you step back and cut. Somebody's coming in, you thrust, okay, boom. But most people go this way and the face is exposed. Yeah. Cover the face, turn, and cut. Boom, boom. Cover the face, turn, cut. It's more of a spear version of it. Okay, so boom, boom, Shiho Nage, boom. It sets up, step through, cover the face. Boom, boom. Okay. So just in terms of what is that? Well, boom. See, the energy is spinning, but it's gathering in your center. Boom. It's an integrated motion. Face is covered. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So one of the things, for example, Aikido is not about, okay, I got good hips now. Hopefully, all right? Good. But you gotta know somebody with that because they're cool. I'm not cool. I'm controlling. My technique might get pretty strong that way. Good. Now right here, we're feeding the other hand. Okay. Either gets puts his weight here. What do I do? Move my hip. All right. Okay, I do that, but I separate, it pinches me in the face. So cover your face. Take your step. It doesn't have to be big. He wants to attack me. Well, guess what? I'm in a pretty good position right here. Very slow here. Right here, I go to shoulders, turn the hip. That's about it. Bruce Lee said it's simply to simplify. Teach me the method of Shihonage. Bruce Lee's response, I can only teach you about you. In a lot of ways, this stuff is a lot easier than those sensei stuff, okay? But it's important. Very good. Boom. A big wind-up. Hip moves. Boom. Extend your arms. Cover your face before you take that next step. Turn around. Give him his arm back. And right here, it starts with the hip turning. Not trying to drag his arm down. Okay? Let's change partners. Okay? Anthony, if you work with Archie here, okay? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Okay, so we went thumb up from the bottom. In other words, right here, if I want to go, I get stuck on thumb up from the bottom once I realize, okay, I got to do is let it rotate one more time. I take from the top. I get stuck here, taking from the top, unless I realize to let it rotate one more time, I just change to the bottom position, or conversely here, I can make a figure 8 from the bottom position or figure 8 from the top position. All right. Okay. Now, of course, not so good. All right. Here, boom. Here, boom. Here, boom. Here, boom. One of the things, there's Kotegaishi. Boom. Huh? Come down from the top. Boom. See, one of the things right here, the Kotegaishi kind of goes here. Then somebody, they turn it and they push down on the wrist. Okay. But a lot of times you can run into a lot of weight going this way. So rotate the hip. In other words, just rotating the hip, not going like this and then boom, boom. It's like the change from underneath. Shihonage changes kind of. Boom. And then the motion there. Boom, boom. Technique is almost over now because what's happened, you're going to run. Boom. And then the rest of it. Boom, boom. You're stuck. Yeah. Okay. Just real quick. Well, we're covering a little bit on the online broadcast, which you do noon to 1 on Fridays. As you're going through, breaking through the movements there. Almost everything in Aikido kind of comes in here. Now, a lot of the movements, for example, there's the thumb up, thumb down change. Boom, 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 boom. These are like drills that we do.
boom, 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 boom. But after a while, you know what you kind of do, you kind of feel it's real. It's really that and that. Okay? Now, one of the things, for example, well, Sensei talked about come down from the top, come up from the bottom, fire, water, fire, water, fire, water. Okay? That's a whole lot. Okay? Boom. Boom. Come up from underneath. Boom. Okay? And the other thing, come from the top, come from the top. Okay? Come from the top, come from the top. So a lot of the basic changes we're covering in the online classes, making sort of drills out of them. So a lot of people, what they do is they watch it online, but I'm trying to, and also San Jose State, we go through the 30 movement set. So I forward it to them so they can kind of prep for the classes with it. So, but we're kind of moving into kind of more what we call the fire water changes. And a lot of the movements, I go like this, you know, I go like this, and all of a sudden I get that motion. All right, it comes in this way, I go this way, then I go over here, I go that way. That motion is coming in this way. I go over this way. So those are flow exercises. So if you tune in, you know, or you catch it online, because we do post them, then you kind of learn. And of course, you know, the hips move along with that. If he's coming in this direction, then the hips move. The hips move. The hips move. The hips move. And you work the changes that way. So I'm really focusing on that for the Fridays now. So, you know, something to remember a bit, because the changes, bad situation, worse, better. And so one of the things we're working on is potentially bad situation. We learn to do what's called alchemy. We turn something into bad, make it better. Okay? Huh? Okay.
Yeah, here it is. I use a variety of different things inside training. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now, for example, here, figure eight, figure eight, figure eight, figure eight, figure eight. Now, what I use a lot of times is, I mean, this has a sort of a semi-obvious point, like it's a sphere, you know. I'm here, for example, I don't want to, if I were here, then, you know, I would just reestablish and keep the sphere right there. Okay, fine. I'm holding about a third of the way from the top down. It's figure eight. Now, what I kind of want everybody to do a little bit, you know, follow along the best you can. Okay, figure eight. There's arms, and I'm understanding the movement. Okay, that arm gets tired. I get tired, by the way, looking at trying to figure the movements out. My shoulder starts to kind of get, but all of a sudden, boom, boom, hips, 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 and of course, the arms are involved in the motion, but that's different than, see, I'm doing this so the hips are moving, but on the other hand, the hip turns, the hip turns, the hip turns, and there's a smoothness. He moves from uke to nage, nage to uke. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now there's a top long end and a bottom short end. I'm going to catch thumb up, palm up from the bottom short end, and switch hands. Now, initially, I'm better with the right hand, but you know, I start out here out there trying to figure it out, but all of a sudden, hips, 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 and we can repeat the change. Short end means long end up. The other hand, palm up. We can transfer. Initially, there's a little bit of awkwardness going from one side to the other. You know, things happen like I go this way and you know, whack. Okay, so just do this easy, easy. Easy means okay, I'm trying to learn it, do it. Yes, you are, but easy, easy. This upper zone, head, arms, figuring it out. That's not, you're going to be there. Something new. Boom, 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 boom. Short end from the bottom. See, I almost hit myself in it. Trying to show you how to do it. Short end from the bottom. And this is, right? Short end from the bottom. Short end from the bottom. Short end from the bottom. And hips. Hips. And, you know, the phenomenon in Aikido is you're in the flow. Oh. Huh? Right? So that's a pretty basic pattern.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so boom, boom. Okay, now, is that a little,
Yeah.
that may help.
I'm moving towards the shorter end though, so that there's nothing left like at the
Yeah.
end.
Well,
So I eventually I'm
contact.
running out of stick.
See, thumb up, palm up from the bottom. Hand is pretty much in the same place. Palm up, thumb up from the bottom, and add the hip to it. See, if you start making the change lower, lower, you start to run out of stick,
Yeah.
which may be what you're doing. All right. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I just did something. We're going figure eight, figure eight. Now we're going to rotate. Thumb down from the top, which is from the long end. Well, there's, you know, obviously two changes. I'm going to take from the top side, thumb down. If I lose it, I just let it go till the thumb merges here. Long end from the top. Right now, if I just shift a little bit, that's the bottom. Palm up from the bottom, but I just let it rotate another time or half time, thumb down from the bottom. So you can practice both changes. I would isolate them. Okay. Thumb down from the top change. Thumb down from the top change. What happens is from that, there's rotation, isn't there? And we can be doing this with the arms, but that rotation, boom, comes from the hips. From the hips. It's a little like a roller coaster, right? You get to the top, that's slow, boom, and you get to the top, and the next one, boom, get to the top, boom. So these nodes, kind of, I'm talking about maybe what we call the sense perception. Okay, I'm just going to do one speed. Okay, but as you kind of start to catch a flow, you realize, oh, roller coaster goes to the top, down. Roller coaster goes up, down. Figure eight. Okay, try that a little bit.
so if he's coming in, then just, you gotta be loose to do the sword, not sloppy. The sword is a metaphor, ken, the character for Chinese. Japanese also use that character. But the word wakaru, to understand, has the sword radical in it. Okay? The sword that we're working on, we're using props to demonstrate a principle, is consciousness. There's a mental side to it, there's a physical side to it. Okay? Boom. If the mind stays relaxed, open, the body moves freely. And the two connect, and what produce is key, it's energy. Okay? Boom, boom. Okay? So instead of seeing it as a wrestling match, okay? Oh, why don't you give me the swords again? Why don't you give that to him? Okay? Every move that is a body movement, is a fencing match. Loose and easy. But I don't know anything about the sword. Yes, okay. But you're moving, you become the sword. All right? It's the cutting motion. It's the thrusting motion. This is a thrusting motion. Okay? Outside move. Inside move. Okay? Outside move. Inside move. With your energy. Like an arrow fired from the Zen archer. Okay? All right, let's go one more time on that. Go.